Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic I'll be discussing false prophecy. First of all, I will define the word false prophet. False prophets are false prophet is the person who falsely claims to have the gift of prophecy, according to the dictionary. And in saying that, there are a lot of false prophets, especially in the African community. In my own understanding, I define false prophet as well manipulator, because they manipulate your mind, they manipulate your brain. For example, I'm a living testimony to what I'm saying, because, for example, if you are having certain situation or certain problem you are facing in life, and you have prayed as a believer, you pray to God, and you have prayed for a long time, but there is no answer to your problem. Then you start to voice it out to somebody that is closer to you, somebody that you believe that within yourself that, okay, this person is my best friend, or this individual is my relative or my sister or my brother, and you open up to them, you decide to explain your situation to them. But that person that coming closer to you, you don't know, because human side is very wicked. There's a saying that say your enemies is right under your feet. In saying that if somebody is against you, they will not go far away from you. They will come closer to you. They will pretend they will come closer to you, so that they can what? Get you to themselves. And that individual that to you is your best friend or your relative, you open up to the person, you say, okay, especially when you're having like family problems, then you go ahead and force it out to that individual, to that person that you call your best friend or your relative. And that person will say, okay, I think I'm getting somewhere, because I already want to get to this person. I already want to get this individual. And now they are opening up to me. And that individual that you are explaining your problems to, probably they are attending certain churches, or certain church, for example. And that individual is closer to either the pastor or the pastor wife, or I don't know how to describe it, just going on like that. And that friend will go behind you and go to the pastor or the man of God and explain your problem to that person. And that same individual will come back to you, the person that you call your friend or your relative. They will come back to you and say, okay, I know one man of God. The person is very powerful. But you don't know that person have already gone to that individual, to that man of God, and explain your whole story to them. Probably that person will say, okay, I'm going to convince that my friend to come here. And when she comes, tell her what all I have explained to you, and she will believe that it's true, because you don't know her from anywhere. And that friend will come to you and try to convince you. If you are somebody that you are not strong in the things of God, you will follow that individual. When that person carry you to that church or prayer house, then that man of God start explaining about your whole life story. What all has been happening to you, all the situation that you have been passing through in life. You too, you don't know. You say, why is it that this person, this is my first time seeing this man of God. Why the person know much about me? So what they are saying is true. Then you believe it. And that person will say, okay, I have gotten it. then it's time to prophesy in your life. Someone else will come out and say, it's your mom that making wish on you. Or it's your mother doing this for this thing to keep happening to you. Or they will manipulate your brain. They will manipulate you and say, okay, somebody that has suffered for you, that has struggled for you, that's the person that will use against you. They said this person is the problem. This person is the reason why this situation, this problem is happening to you. And you don't know, you believe it. Especially when they tell you, say, your mom. And if you are not strong in the things of God, you believe that man of God, you believe the person, you say, yes. Then you start to create animosity against your mom. Sometimes you will knock your chest and say, okay, if my mother will be brave to do this kind of thing to me, I'm not going to speak to her anymore. I'm going to cut myself from her. And you forgot to know that your mother suffered for you so dearly. I can just get it, because if your mother, somebody that has suffered for you to become somebody in the society, or somebody that had carried in their stomach for 9 months, struggle, pass through that pain to born you. And most of those parents, they are single parents. Somebody will suffer on their own to raise you up, suffer to send you to school, to educate you, and they turn on you as a child to help them. That pastor has manipulate your whole mindset towards your own mother, or towards your own aunt, towards your own family. You turn against that person with passion till you start calling their wish. Your mom? You call your mom a wish? Are you kidding me? If your mother was a wish, the time that she knew that she was pregnant for you, she was going to abort you. This thing is taking place in the African community. I'm an African, and I know what is going on around me. I'm a living testimony to what I am explaining. That man of God will explain. They have already poisoned your mind. And none of these churches, it's just the money-making business that they are doing. They call it in the name of church, in the name of Christian, in the name of pastor, in the name of, I don't know. It just keep going. Because they are prophesying in your life. They are telling you what all you have been going through. They are telling you what all your situation that you have been going through. Then you believe it. If even that pastor or that man of God will tell you, say, pay $1,000 so that I can pray for you, or I can fast for you, and you know that you are a busy person. You say, okay, or the person will say, let's fast and pray. You say, oh, I'm too busy, I'm not able to do that. Can you help me fast for me? The person will either charge you 1,600, just call any kind of money they want to. And because that person has already explained your problem, you will go ahead and pay that money to them. Now you forgot to know that your family, you destroying your family, especially your mom. You are destroying your family. You hate your mom with passion to the extent that even the ground that you're walking on, you don't want to see her. And that person, like your friend, I already say, okay, I'm getting her. They are rejoicing in their heart because what? Their mission has been accomplished. Then your mother needs start to spread around. Oh, have you heard? This is a so person mother is a witch. or she the cause for something to happen to her own daughter, then your mother need to start. Your mother need start spraying like a wildfire. And if the family, if your family, like you want to hear the story, if they don't come out to settle that situation, that problem can lead to a family destruction. Know God for yourself. Pray to Him. The Bible says, according to Luke chapter 11, verse 9, it said that knock. It said, ask, it shall be given. It says, seek, you shall find. Knock, and it will be open to you. Get on your knee and pray to God. Pray to God. God will answer you. I'm a living testimony. I was going through a lot of difficulty, a lot of problem in my life. And I started going from place to place. But later on, at that time, I never used to read the Bible. Yes, I used to go to church. I would go to church, listen to the pastor. But when I come, I will not read the Bible. But since I started reading the Bible on my own, I'm not saying that you cannot go to church. The Bible says, well, we should fellowship with each other. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to a man of God. But be wise, my brother and sister. Open your eyes to know who you're explaining your story to. Open your eyes. Know God for yourself. You need to know God for yourself. Pray to God, He will answer you. Since 3 months ago, I started reading the Bible on my own. I started going through the Bible and praying to God. Life had changed for me. Changes had taken place in my life that I can't even imagine, that I can't even understand what is going on around me. Know God for yourself. There are a lot of false prophets out there. And when they tell you that false prophecy, then you start to misbehave. You start to do things out of the way. You start to do things that is not right towards your own family, towards your own relative, especially your mother. Your mother, that's the one that is so painful to me. Your mother that have carried you in your stomach, in her belly for 9 months, raise you up, bath you, clothe you. When you're sick, she's always there for you. Feed you. Then all of a sudden, you just stand against your mom. You just stand against your aunt. Especially in the situation of step-parents. Step-parents. If that individual, the mother that has suffered for you, is your stepmother, oh my gosh, it's going to be a disaster for that mother. That has suffered for you. That has struggled for you to become a better person. Then you hate your stepmother with a passion. You hate that. Oh my God. I don't know. This is crazy. Brother and sister, please know God for yourself. Know which kind of church you're going to. Know who the pastor you are explaining your situation to. Know the kind of friends that you are explaining your life story to. Know the kind of person you are explaining your life story to, brother and sister. Know God for yourself. If this is your first time watching or coming across my channel, please subscribe. Like, share, hit the notification button. Thank you. Know God for yourself. If you don't know God for yourself, my brother and sister, somebody will come from nowhere and manipulate your brain and manipulate your whole mind.